She loved him like Ruth loved Boaz. She forgave like Hosea. But one morning, he was gone. No fight. No goodbye. Just silence, and a photo of him holding another woman's hand. Caroline was not a perfect woman. But she was a faithful one. She married Matthew at 26, believing love was a choice, not a feeling. Every morning at 5 a.m., she prayed over him. She wrote notes on the mirror. Love Matthew like Jesus. She learned to forgive his silence, his forgetfulness, his late nights. Her friends said, "You're doing too much." But Caroline would smile and say, "God didn't call me to be happy. He called me to be holy." Matthew worked casual jobs, construction, delivery, day labor. Caroline's bakery was their real income. But Matthew grew distant. Not cruel. Just absent. He stopped looking at her when she spoke. He slept facing the wall. Caroline prayed harder. She thought, if I just love him more, he'll come back. But you cannot love someone back from a place they never truly stood. Then came the fatigue. Then the fevers. Then the hospital. Chronic inflammatory disease. No cure. Only management. Caroline couldn't bake anymore. The bakery died one cake at a time. The last cake sat unsold for 3 days. She couldn't even afford to throw it away. Hospital bills arrived like funeral invitations. Matthew started working more, but the money disappeared. Caroline didn't know yet that some of it went to another woman. One Tuesday morning, Caroline woke up at 6 a.m. Matthew's side was cold. Made perfectly, like a hotel room after checkout. His toothbrush was gone. His work boots. His favorite hoodie. No note. No text. No call. She called 47 times. All went to voicemail. She called his mother. He told me he needed space, his mother said. Caroline sat on the edge of that bed for 6 hours. She didn't cry. She just shook. 3 weeks later, a friend sent a photo. Matthew at a cafe. Laughing. Holding hands with Lisa. Lisa with the red nails. Lisa, who worked at the pharmacy Matthew started visiting often. Caroline drove to that cafe. She sat in her car across the street. She watched her husband feed Lisa a pastry. And then Caroline did the hardest thing she had ever done. She didn't confront him. She didn't scream. She turned the car on and drove to her empty bakery. And she fell on her face and said, "God, I don't understand you." That night was the darkest. Caroline lay on her living room floor. Bible open to Psalm 13. "How long, O Lord? Will you forget me forever?" She screamed into a pillow. She asked God why he let her love so deeply only to be abandoned so coldly. And then, not a voice, but a knowing, came into her chest. I never left. He did. But I never left. She realized, she had made Matthew her tabernacle. But God was always the temple. Caroline did not remarry in this story. She did not get a dramatic apology from Matthew. But 6 months later, she opened a tiny stall at a farmer's market. 1 table. 1 mixer. 3 kinds of bread. She made just enough to pay rent and 1 hospital bill at a time. Her smile returned, not the old one, but a deeper one. She stopped checking Matthew's social media. She started sleeping through the night. And one Sunday, she wrote a new note on her mirror. I was never his. I was always his. Caroline never got an apology. But she got something better. She got herself back. The Lord himself goes before you and will be with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. Do not be afraid, do not be discouraged. Deuteronomy 31 verse 8. If you are watching this and you have been abandoned, you are not forgotten. Your covenant was never with a person. It was with a God who stays.